Hey guys, welcome to my legal classes. This is Ganesh Pujari and look at the title today. Jus Soli and Jus Sanguinis. Now what is so special about the title? If you closely observe, Jus Soli is in the color of brown, which is color of soil, and Jus Sanguinis is in the color of red, which is the color of blood. Why I have given the color of soil to a particular topic and the color of blood to a particular topic, that we are going to understand in my future slides. Before that, why are we studying these two concepts? That is a very important question. Guys, my next video will be on nationality, and while studying nationality we need to have concept clarification of two important terms, that is Jus Soli and Jus Sanguinis. If we understand these two terms very clearly, I can save a lot of time while discussing nationality. So this is a pre-video for nationality. That is how you can understand. Now, while deciding nationality or citizenship, there are two major concepts coming in, Jus Soli and Jus Sanguinis. So let us try understand these concepts very clearly. And how are we approaching? In the first slide, I have given few illustrations and questions, and then the next slide will explain what is Jus Soli and Jus Sanguinis. After understanding that, in the third slide we will sort out all those illustrations and the questions, and finally I will show the world map where we have Jus Soli and Jus Sanguinis. By that way, it becomes a comprehensive study on these two concepts, and whatever question you are getting on these two concepts or nationality, you can definitely write beautiful answer. With that commitment, let's get into the illustrations. The concept of citizenship is one of the most important aspects when we are studying municipal law. Just like that, the concept of nationality is very important when we are studying the public international law. Now, today the world has become small. Everybody is traveling everywhere and they can get a child anywhere in this world. The child may born in the country that they are living, or they may get a child while traveling to other country or working in other country. Now, how to decide the nationality of those children? Now, that is very important because everyone should have some nationality with them. So I have given four important scenarios here. Let us try understand the scenarios here, and later, after understanding Jus Soli and Jus Sanguinis, let us try solve the issue of nationality for each children. Now, scenario 1, father is belonging to country A, mother is also belonging to country A, and they are living in country A and got a child in country A. In that case, it is very easy. The child will get the nationality of country A. That's very easy. Now, scenario 2, father is living in country A and mother is also from country A, but they are now living in country B and they get a children in country B. Now, which nationality will that child get? Whether it get the original country, that is A, or whether it will get a country where it is living, that is country B. That is the question. Now, in the scenario 3, father is from country A, mother is from country B. They both are living in country B and child is born in country B. Now, which country that will get? Whether the country of father or whether the country of mother or whether the child is born. Now, there are three questions to be solved. In the scenario 4, father is from country A, mother is from country B, and they both are living in country C and they get a child in country C. Now the question is whether the child belongs to father's country or the mother's country or the country where it born. Now the nationality has to be decided with different combinations. Now that is what exactly we are going to understand, that how exactly we decide nationality for those child in these different cases. Maybe scenario 1 is the very easy case because it's very easy, both are living there and they get a child there, so it is very easy for us to conclude. But when we see the other three questions, we have to sort out with clear logic, and that logic is coming from the concept of Jus Soli and Jus Sanguinity. So let us try understand both the concept and then sort out these issues at later part. Now let us try understand the concept of Jus Soli and Jus Sanguinis. First thing first, these both are the Latin terms. Jus Soli means right of soil or law of the soil. Now, if somebody is getting nationality because of birth in a particular state, then that is known as Jus Soli. Now, that is the simplest way I can put in. And if you remember in the title page, I have very clearly told that I have given the color of soil to this because this theory is all about right of soil or law of the soil. In the name itself, that is Jus Soli, if you see the word soli, it has soil also, S-O-L-I and S-O-I-L. So that is the way you can remember it, and this is very common way of giving nationality, and it is a common way of deciding citizenship also in many of the countries. Now, the United States has recognized birthright citizenship or Jus Soli as it's known around the world since the passing of the 14th Amendment in 1868. And there are many other countries which we are going to discuss when we are discussing the world map. So, in a conclusion, one of the major observations that you have to make when it comes to Jus Soli is Jus Soli never bothers where are the parents coming from. It bothers only where the child has born. So, it is all about soil and it completely ignores the fact of the parents' birthplace. Whereas Jus Sanguinis is exactly opposite to that, which gives lot of importance to blood, race, ethnicity, culture, etc. So, the word meaning of Jus Sanguinis is right of blood. It gives lot of importance to the place from where the parents are coming from, or the race that they are bringing in, or the ethnicity that they are bringing in, or maybe the culture that they are bringing in. That way, Jus Sanguinis is all about the parental aspects and it completely ignores the fact of the place of birth of that particular child. That is how the nationality is decided under Jus Sanguinis. Now let us try sort out all those illustrations that we have seen in our previous slide. Now let us discuss scenarios one by one. The first scenario, as we already know, both the parents are coming from a particular state and they get a child also in the same state. Now if you put the Jus Soli theory or the Jus Sanguinis theory, the child will get the same state nationality. So that theory is very easy. But scenario 2 brings little bit of complication where father is coming from a particular state and mother is also belonging to the same state, but they are living in a different state. In that case, if the child is born in that different state, now the question is whether the nationality of Jus Soli will be considered or Jus Sanguinis. If it is Jus Soli, then the child will get the nationality of country B, and if it is Jus Sanguinis, then the child will get the nationality of country A, because both father and mother belong to state A. Now the question is, the child may end up get double nationality also, because if country A says that I give nationality based on Jus Sanguinis, and if country B says that I give nationality based on Jus Soli, now they satisfy both the requirement, so it might get double nationality. Or on the other hand, if country A says that I will give only Jus Soli, and if country B says that I will give only Jus Sanguinis, in that case the child will not get any state. That means the child will become statelessness. So that problem is also there. Now these are the technical terms that we need to understand, the double nationality and statelessness. I am also going to explain these terms when I am discussing the nationality in detail. Things become much more complicated in scenario 3, because in both scenario 1 and 2, both the parents are coming from a particular state, whereas here I have changed the state also. Father is coming from state A, mother is coming from state B, they are living in state B and they get child in the country that is state B. Now the question is, which nationality will the child get? Whether it is father's state or whether it is mother's state, whether it is based on Soli or based on blood relationship, all these questions to be clarified. And if there are two different rules in two different states, then it will get much more complicated. And it is again a question, the countries will give importance sometime to the race or blood of father and sometimes to the race or culture or ethnicity of mother. Now how exactly that particular state B is giving importance, that is also an important question. That way it becomes much more complicated. Scenario 4 is for those students who love statistics or permutation combination. Now a father is coming from a different state, mother is coming from different state, and they are living in a different state. That is, father's state is A, mother is from B, and they are living in C, and they get a child in country C or state C. Now which nationality the child is going to get? Now for that we need to understand the theory for state A, whether it is Jus Soli or Jus Sanguinis. If it is Jus Sanguinis, whether that country is giving importance to father's race or blood or ethnicity or mother's. and the same questions to be asked with mother also, that is with state B. And we need to understand the nationality rule of country C. So you do all permutation combination of all these Jus Soli and Sanguinis, and then giving importance to father or mother, and finally to decide, it becomes hell lot of a job. Now, if we know that it is a mess, we need to sort it out. So to reduce the burden, lot of conventions and treaties came into place to bring some kind of equilibrium in the concept of nationality in the entire states of this particular world. So they are basically trying to avoid double nationality or statelessness, which is what we are going to study in my next video, which will be on nationalities. For now, let us try see the world map and see where exactly we can see Jus Soli, or where can we see Jus Sanguinis. That is my next slide. For me to get details on a particular topic, sometimes it becomes very easy and sometimes it becomes a hell lot of job. And when I was working on nationality and the citizenship concept, it was a kind of messy for me also, because there is so much of literature available and you get confused after starting reading them. I also got confused to a greater extent, and then I stopped somewhere with these kind of images. Now this is the image that I am loading during February 2020. That means for this time maybe this picture is relevant, and over a period of time the colors of image might change. Now this is discussing all about citizenship laws across the world. This is not about nationality. I have my next slide on nationality, but this is focusing on citizenship, how citizenship are given. Now the color which is in blue, they are giving on the basis of Jus Sanguinis. And if you see China or Russia, these are the major countries which are giving citizenship based on Jus Sanguinis, and India is also one among them. And then we have American countries which are giving basically the citizenship from the Jus Soli concept, and there are countries like Australia, South Africa, France, Germany, UK. These are the countries which are having mixed regime. So this is how you need to understand. I hope this helps you to an extent, but this is not a final literature, because there is a lot of work happening in this particular space. So you need to get your updates based on your requirement. This particular image I got from Wikipedia, which discusses on Jus Soli as the base of nationality. I couldn't get the image for Jus Sanguinis in Wikipedia because they have not loaded any image for that particular aspect. However, once you understand this image, you will have a concept for Jus Sanguinis also. The other countries are basically following either Jus Sanguinis or mixture of both Jus Soli and Jus Sanguinis. Now, one important aspect that you need to remember is, I have downloaded this during February 2020. I am telling this timeline repeatedly because this might change, because a lot of conventions and treaties are happening to bring some kind of uniformity in nationality to avoid double nationality or statelessness. That one aspect you need to remember. Now, whichever in dark blue shade in this particular image are following Jus Soli. If you see, the American countries are following Jus Soli. And the logic is very easy, guys. The countries which don't have a lot of history or having any ethnicity or race, they will follow the rule of soil, because people came there and then with reproduction a country became or state came into existence. Whereas countries like India and other stuff, we had our Dravidian race or ethnicity. Like that, many countries have a long history, and these countries are mostly going with the theory of Jus Sanguinis. That is one important aspect you need to remember. Now, Americans are not having any long history. They are the group of people came from different places and start living there. So they are going with the theory of Jus Soli. Whereas there are other countries who have mixture of both Jus Soli and Sanguinis, like the Australians or the South Africans or the United Kingdom, France, etc. are following mixture of both Jus Soli and Jus Sanguinis. And countries like India, now if you see the color of India, it is very light shade. That means we also had Jus Soli at one part of time, but now we have abolished it. So read the indications also below. Dark blue is Jus Soli, and the mid shade is of Jus Soli with certain restrictions, and finally that light blue are the countries who have already removed Jus Soli concept. The other countries are mostly following Jus Sanguinis, or they might also have the concept of mixing both Jus Soli and Jus Sanguinis. As I repeatedly said, a lot of work is going on with regards to nationality, because the double nationality or the statelessness is not a good condition for any person living in this world, especially for the newborn child or the newly married women. What is the nationality that they are belonging to? So to decide that, a lot of conventions and treaties are happening to bring a uniform concept of nationality, but that's a tough job, but then it's in process. Now to make this video, I also did a lot of efforts because a lot of literature is available, and you read one literature and pass on to the other, you start getting confused. I did a lot of work, and I hope it is giving certain amount of clarity to you guys, and if you are able to understand this particular concept, then my work is like, I am happy for that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share and comment my videos. Please subscribe and ask your friends to subscribe my channel. And thanks again, and all the very best for whatsoever purpose you're watching my video. Thank you.